Well, my friends, they did it. This shouldn't even be notable. This shouldn't be newsworthy. This shouldn't be a story. But 35 Republicans joined Democrats in the House of Representatives to vote to pass a bill that would set up this bipartisan 9/11 style commission to investigate the Donald Trump January 6th insurrection riot. And it is incredible that it is only 35 members from the Republican Party that joined. 176 Republicans, 175, 175 Republicans. The vote was 252 to 175, saying we don't want to know what happened. And we don't want all of these remaining questions answered in terms of the motivations and the genesis and the explanation of why did it take so long to get a bolstered police presence and the military, all of these different things that should be investigated. They don't want to know, or they believe that it would point back to them in some way. This is the greatest motivation for these Republicans not wanting this investigation, which is that many of them know that it would not look good for them. But we will get back to that. Axios is reporting, as I told you yesterday, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy opposed this commission, and it looked like there would be between 20 and 50 Republicans who would vote in favor of it, and 35 did. This makes it more difficult for Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell to just dismiss it all as partisan, because you did have 35 Republicans in the House who were in favor of it. Now, as I told you yesterday, the setup is really as bipartisan as you can get. Democrats control the House, yes. So there is going to be some more control that Democrats have rather than Republicans over the commission. But it would be a 10-member commission, 5 members selected by Democrats, 5 members selected by Republicans. The chair would be a Democrat because Democrats control the House, and the vice chair would be a Republican. And if they are going to issue subpoenas, which presumably they would, every subpoena has to be signed off on by the chair and the vice chair. So there are Republicans. I mean, listen, if I'm Kevin McCarthy and I realize that I was on the phone with Trump on the day of the insurrection, and the content of that conversation may be of interest to the committee, and I might be subpoenaed, that is going to be something that would require both the Democratic chair and the Republican vice chair. And indeed, there seems to be at least somewhat of an appetite from Republicans to figure out what happened. And so if you're Kevin McCarthy and you're thinking, I might have to testify here, or at least documents related to my conversation with Trump might be part of this, it makes sense you would try to make this go away. So the next step here, now that the House has passed it, the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat from New York, has said the bill will get a vote. It's not clear whether any Republicans in the Senate are going to get on board. 2 days ago, Mitch McConnell said he can't support it in its then current form. 2 sources say that it's conceivable that Mitch McConnell will have to change his tune because of these 35 Republicans who voted in favor of it. 10 Republican senators would be necessary for this to pass. You cannot pass this in the Senate with 50 plus Kamala Harris as the tie-breaking vote. That would be the budget reconciliation process. It cannot be used here. So in order for this commission to happen, for it to be voted through in the Senate, you will need all 50 Democrats and 10 Republicans, or 49 Democrats and 11 Republicans, or you can do the math, any combination that gets you to 60. This could have started months ago. There was no interest before Joe Biden was president. There was not even the possibility before Joe Biden was president because Democrats didn't control the Senate. And now hopefully we are getting closer to that. It could have been done a long time ago. It really could. And it's because of Republicans and Republicans only that it has not yet happened. So we're going to follow it. And there are any number of different reasons why different Republicans would want this not to take place. But I would say I am more confident than I've been in the last 2 weeks today that ultimately this is going to happen. And let's now look at some of the I don't even really want to call them reasons because they barely even have anything to do with the actual commission and the riots. But let's look at some of the words that came out of the mouths of Republicans during yesterday's debate about this on the floor of the House. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. It takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft, and it's free. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.